Hello, 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 fellow criminals, ne'er-do-wells, thieving raccoons. What about you, Silver? Are you a thieving raccoon?
I'm a possum.
Exactly.
That's why I didn't answer.
Fair enough. Thieving possum. If you're a
Possums would
thieving
make great thieves. They have built-in,
pouches.
yeah, pockets.
Okay, so my thought process is we got two of the safes in this area to crack. We got the panicking, then we got the last level, and I think we can do it all tonight.
Hell yeah.
So do you want to go back to these areas, or do you want to? We'll
I'll
do
come
these
out.
areas first. Why not?
Yeah, that way I can talk about the thing I wanted to talk about when we don't have to pay attention to any kind of like dialogue.
Yeah, sure.
So I got Baldur's Gate 3 for
Oh,
the
fun.
PS5. Um I have a couple criticisms about it.
Well, let's start with
Um
something you really like about it first.
I like the characters. I really like the characters, and I
Oh,
am of
fuck.
the opinion that a bad game can be saved if it has good characters. That's why I like games like Deadly Premonition.
Deadly Premonition's a game?
Yeah,
I thought it was like the world's biggest meme post.
it's the game that's just straight up Twin Peaks.
Marcel Woodfist. I forgot I got abilities that's bit. There we go. There's the bottle I missed. It's up there.
The so yeah, things that I don't like on the PS5 version, you can't actually see what it is you rolled when you're in combat. Like you can see it for the skill checks, but you can't see it in combat. Because on PC, the way you do it is you hover over the like this person used this attack on this target. You would hover over that text, and it would show you what the actual rolls were.
Have you checked to make sure that there isn't a way?
I
Or
looked
is.
it up. There was nothing to. When I looked it up, it was just. Uh, I looked up how do you see what you roll in during combat on Baldur's Gate PlayStation 5, and all that came up was for the PC. Hover over it with the mouse.
Yeah, it's more
Um,
popular on the PC, not gonna lie.
yeah. Either way, I couldn't find any. Uh, so anywho, the that's one issue I have. The other issue is that the karmic dice just straight up does not work.
The what dice?
Karmic dice. It's basically if you roll really bad, like a bunch of times in a row, it'll start leaning towards good numbers. You know, it's an anti frustration
I
feature.
get you.
Um, but it doesn't work because I have logged um, over over 10 hours and I roll piss poor most of the time. And
There
that
we go.
is
The very last
extremely
thing I
annoying.
can get in this area is the thing that I want most. Yay.
What does it do?
It gives me access to Miss Ruby's information network. The thing that would have been nice to have, you know, earlier.
Wouldn't know. Um, let's see. There's also
Alright. What am I looking
uh,
for? Lair of the
another
Beast,
issue
Piranha
I
Lake,
have
Rave Undertaking.
is the balancing. It is not balanced well.
Okay, where am I looking? There we go.
So I I completed all the quests in the starting area, and they
So,
got
so when
that
you say balancing issue, do you mean balancing as in it's way too hard, or balancing as in its
way
difficulty
too
sways too often?
way too hard for bullshit reasons. So I finished the first area. I got all the stuff I
Oh,
could do in the first
check this
area.
out. It tells me what enemies like.
Oh,
Clarence
neat.
Dupree enjoys Sunday picnics.
So I had finished the first area. I cleared out the goblins. I saved the druids. I did the temple thing. I dealt with the hag.
You did the temple
Uh,
run, of course.
and that got me to level 4. Uh, and I still have about 1500 XP left to go before I get to level 5. And level 5 is important because once I'm level 5, I can get Revivify, which is, useful to have. So I
Hey,
won't
you're
have
playing a
to.
bard, aren't you?
No, I'm playing a druid. I fucked up on my first file, which was the bard, um, because the first quest is one that has a hard time limit,
Mm.
which is also kind of bullshit. I don't think that the first quest in a game should have a hard time limit.
I mean, Elder Scrolls does.
Which one?
I think it's like the second one, I believe. Like
Wind?
Daggerfall or something. I don't know the games. I don't really like Elder Scrolls that
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah. Arena was the first one. Daggerfall was the second one. Morrowind was the third one.
Yeah, so Daggerfall has like I believe a hard time limit.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Uh,
kind of lenient, but it is still there.
yeah, uh, the one in uh Baldur's Gate isn't lenient for your first playthrough
Mm.
because
Is it like one of those time limits where it's like now that you can't play the rest of the game, or one of those time limits where it's like,
uh so the first major quest you have is uh dealing with is helping out some druids with a goblin problem. What it is there's a bunch of tieflings living with the druids because they can't leave because the goblins will kill them if they leave. And the leader of the druids was captured by the goblins, and so the second in command, which is now the new leader, is trying to kick out all the tieflings. She's racist towards tieflings,
okay.
and
So
she's
how
trying to
long is
perform
this
a
time limit that you're
forbidden
aware of?
ritual. Uh, 3 long rests.
So like 4 days.
Well, 3 days.
Okay, 3 days. Okay.
After the third long rest, it's too late. The tieflings have been kicked out and were slaughtered on the road, and the druid's grove has been covered in uh, a mass of thorny vines, so you can't access it.
Okay, so
Uh,
basically they just go uber isolationist. Cool.
yeah,
Okay, I
um,
really needed to take this slower.
yeah. And so what you have to do is you have to infiltrate the goblin camp and do the um, and you have to infiltrate the goblin camp and find the uh, uh, the druid leader. After doing that, all I found was that he had turned himself into a bear, and nobody knew where he was. and uh, so I just was exploring around the area. I, but also the encounters are hard, so
Ah,
you
right out of
know,
the air. Okay.
I ended up taking two. I ended up taking two long rests, and then I was forced into a long rest
Shoot.
for cutscene reasons, which still counted.
Cutscene reasons in what way?
There's a cutscene that takes place at night that when you go through a certain loading area, you just automatically spawn in at camp at night. Like it puts you in the middle of a long rest when it happens, and it's because the one of the companions is a vampire, and so it's you waking up to him about to drink your blood.
Ah, seems like a bit of an oversight. Or
Uh,
maybe they already expect you to get that done beforehand.
yeah, they do, but also like like having actually gone through it, figured out where the hell the guy is, and realizing I did go the wrong way the first time. That's what I mean when I say it's not fair for first time players because it doesn't really give you a lot of information. The person that you learn the druid's whereabouts from says that he was he disguised himself as a bear and that's it. Like he doesn't know where he actually is. So my first time
You took them at face
I
value?
no I started searching the surrounding area, trying to find a bear, going in the forest because in my mind I'm like, okay, so he turned into a bear and probably escaped and is injured or something. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. Turns out he's in the warg pins. You know you know what wargs are.
Big bear
The,
dogs?
yeah, the big wolf things. I had no reason to believe that, or I had no reason to think that a bear would be in the warg pins, considering none of the goblins mention uh having a bear in there. So that time limit was bullshit for a first quest. Like if it was like later down the line, like a mid game quest, then yeah, it'd be fine. Uh,
Is
but
this like
as
an
a
optional quest or like.
no, it's mandatory.
Mm.
The druid is the one that tells you where to go to get the thing removed from your eye.
So maybe it was like intended that like they expected people to mess up the first time and it would be like a valuable lesson.
That's not a good like
Look, I don't I never
when
played the game, so my like knowledge of like whatever the heck is going on is incredibly limited. Okay, seriously?
well, it just feels extremely unfair that your first quest right out of the gate is one with a hard time limit that's easy to fail. And the consequences being like actual consequences. You know, you can no longer access the Druid Grove, and all the tieflings are dead.
Out of curiosity, is there anything else you like?
Uh, I I like the companions.
Okay, you've already said the companions. Is there anything else?
There's a dog. There's a dog that
Okay,
you can
so this is
befriend
so
in
this is
camp.
damning by faint praise. Cool.
You can pet the dog, and you can after you can talk with animals also.
Okay.
In both files, I have I chose speak with animals because I was like my thought process was like, oh, if they put that in the game, that means there's probably dialogue for a lot of animals, and I was right, and it's the best. Uh, so the way right now I'm playing a druid, and I cast Speak with Animals at the end of each long rest because in this game it lasts the entire day, which is awesome.
Nifty.
Um,
Useful to have.
yeah.
All right, we're on to the Panda King.
All right.
Born penniless, he was fascinated by the fireworks rich noblemen set off every New Year's.
It's basically Shen,
Burning the arch.
but AU where it's Poe instead.
When he tried to offer his fireworks to the noblemen, they couldn't see past his shabby clothes and chased him away. Humiliated, the Panda King took revenge on those who shunned him by using the very tools of his art for crime. The Fiendish Five recruited him as their demolitions expert, and from then on, his explosive touch became feared worldwide. He's rumored to be perfecting some new firework technique high in the unstable Kunlun Mountains of western China.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is Kung Fu Panda 4. How do you like it so far?
I can't believe we traveled to the universe where Poe was the villain instead of Shen.
Multiverses are very popular right now.
They are.
That would be an amazing movie, though. just imagine the plot of Kung Fu Panda 2, but it's Poe. Still voiced by Jack Black, of course.
Of course.
So it's Jack Black as a villain. AKA, he's just Doug Bowser again.
Oh, so the main thing that there was, my opinion of Baldur's Gate dipped drastically over the last day because of things that are mandatory, that are outright unfair. There's one instance where you need to get to this area, and to get across, you have to get past a bunch of Gith. And there's a dialogue. A flyer works. Oh my gosh, you just Mulan'd them.
Yeah.
They're dead.
They're dead. They're dead. They're all dead.
I've got to find my way up there and fast before that lunatic squashes another town.
He lives in a temple that looks like himself.
That's pretty baller.
I mean, the ego's unprecedented, but good on him.
Yeah. So there's you have to talk to the Gith with, and there's a bunch of skill checks, like 5 skill checks in a row, and if you fail any of them, it ends. The conversation ends, and they start combat with you, and they all have hold person, and they all have acid vials. And they all have multi-attack, which means they can basically paralyze you and attack multiple times, and you can't do anything about it.
Check that out. I love that. That's where you start from.
Nice. And it wouldn't be so bad if the dice in the game weren't so fucking atrocious.
Gosh, Silver, I don't know if you just got like awful luck or something.
I refuse to believe it's luck because I have the thing. I have the option turned on to prevent the thing that is happening, and it is still happening.
Karma dice.
Yeah, the karmic dice.
And like, how bad are you rolling? I'm curious. Like, are you getting
It took
like...
me an hour to get past that dialogue thing without fucking dying.
So are you losing like by 1 point? Are you getting like a bunch of ones?
No, I'm losing by I'm usually rolling like 5s and 6s out of 20.
Maybe it's set it's set egregiously enough that just like you have to be getting like a bunch of 5s. Like a 6 cancels it out, kind of thing.
The way it's written, it's supposed to be like if you fail a bunch of checks, you should start rolling things to start passing checks. but it's not. It's just not working.
Are you resetting or are you rolling with it?
Well, when I roll with it, I die.
Okay, so that would explain it.
No, because it still persists across, or it's supposed to persist across files.
Saves coming?
Yeah, it's supposed to persist through save scumming, or else you just spot and keep rolling piss, which is what I'm doing, but it's
Is
not
it
supposed
supposed
to do
to? Do
that.
you have a confirmation of that, or is...
That's what I read online about how it's supposed to work. So anywho, after I finally got past that, I ended up finally making it to the next area. And the game says I'm underleveled for it, despite the fact there's literally nothing else for me to do in the first area.
Okay, so this is kind of neat. So, give me a second to explain. This is the level exit right here.
Oh, so you just got to get a key?
Yep, you just gotta get a key. It's on the other side of the grove, right to my right.
Oh, I like that. Oh, it's like Zelda's courtyard.
Yeah, but not nearly as bad because I can kill the guards.
Oh
And,
man,
most importantly, most of the spy bottles are in this area.
yeah,
Which is
like
nice
the
and
one in the
convenient.
tree and on the wall.
Yep, there's a bunch. And that's why I like this area. It's like, there's a lot of... Dang it.
So anywho, I get to the next area and the path is blocked by an encounter that is hard as balls because every enemy can paralyze you when they attack you, and there's 5 enemies all that can paralyze you when they attack, and there's 2 enemies that can resurrect any enemies as many times as they want, including each other.
Sounds convenient for the enemies.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Oh.
And I'm only level 4. And looking at the actual challenge rating of the monsters in the monster manual, this would be a challenge rating of 10. Which means this would be an appropriate challenge for a level 10 party.
Alright, what are my statistics at?
Isn't there one in a tree?
I'm missing one, yeah. It probably isn't. There it is.
Uh,
Yeah, most of them are like in this one area, so it's like as long as you're like even slightly like checky, it's kind of easy.
oh, I like the safe. Do the safes look different each world?
Nope, they're all the same.
Weird, it looks different to me.
Different lighting.
Probably. The lighting's probably accentuating the gold on it.
Yeah, probably. All right, what we got?
This just gets better and better. I'd always heard that one of your southern ancestors, Huckleberry Cooper, developed a technique to move while staying invisible. Hold down the circle button
Oh,
to
nice.
stay invisible, then move around with the left analog stick.
All right. Do you want to see how fast I move? You want to see me speedy Gonzalez while invisible? Watch.
It's gonna be slow as shit.
Slow as
That's useless.
fucking molasses. Yep. I mean, I guess it's nice if you want to, like, slide, really. Nothing to get that excited over. Did you see that? He's just jiggling. Woo!
Uh,
No idea how that happened. I am a master thief. A master criminal. Yeah, I just hit the snow. What? Okay, let's try this. Okay, what is going on with the snow?
uh, is there supposed to be something going on with the
No,
snow?
it seems that that one curve is throwing me off. All right, time to do this the old-fashioned way. You just don't take the turn.
So how's your week been?
My week's been fine. It's the usual work, life, balance completely non-existent.
No problem. They seem to have plenty of firepower around here. Just have to find a few more treasure keys
Yeah.
to get at it.
I feel that.
I have been playing Liza P though.
Oh, I am thinking about getting that next week.
I've been getting my ass kicked.
That's fair. I'm gonna probably go in thinking I'm hot shit and then get my ass handed to me on a bronze platter. Wait, do they use bronze or do they use brass? I don't know what kind of steampunk it is.
It's puppets, so iron.
Oh, so it's more diesel punk?
A bit.
Yeah. I think my favorite kind of punk is clock punk.
I think it's more like puppet punk. I mean, everything has like a clockwork thing to it, but it is still. Ooh, the unseen foe. What could this be? Theories, perhaps? Who's
Well,
the unseen foe here?
well, steampunk is when things are powered by steam. Diesel punk is when it's powered by like gasoline and
They
shit.
don't use gasoline.
And uh, clock punk is when it's like cogs, gears, and springs and
Yeah,
shit.
it's probably more like
Like,
clock punk.
awesome. That's my favorite type.
It makes that a little faster, I will say.
Probably because it's a contingency if you didn't get the one that lets you move,
I mean, yeah, obviously.
which kind of makes the thing even more useless. You know, it'd be a great solution to not making these power ups useless. Making the invisible walk speed a little bit. You okay?
Yeah, I'm
Oh, you're
just,
falling.
yeah, I'm just enjoying myself.
I hate when that happens. You see, that's why Dark Souls has it that if you get stuck in the falling animation for like 12 seconds, you automatically die.
Really, that's a thing?
Yeah, it's to keep you from getting stuck.
Neat. I will say this
It gives
about
this.
Liza P. It is very atmospheric.
Oh,
Very
good.
Italian.
Um, God, I need to get back into Elden Ring. I got to the. I got to. I'm not at the base of the Erd tree, but I'm close. Like
Hey
I
man,
got
spare a
close
light?
enough for nice. Got close enough for what's her face to fuck off. You know, the one who's like, "I'll help you if you bring me to the Erd tree."
Lena?
The not maiden. The one who's like, "I'm I won't be your maiden, but I can play the part.
Ah, her.
Yeah, the level up lady. I don't remember her name. I
I
don't
know
even
what you
remember
mean.
the Emerald Herald's. I don't remember the Emerald Herald's name from Dark Souls 2. But you know whose name I do remember?
Who?
Sweet Xiaoqua, the cat.
Fair enough. You only know that because you watched that video where they say her name like 50 times.
Well, no, it's because she's a cat.
True.
She's a talking cat. You think I'm not going to remember the name of a talking cat?
I'm trying to think if there's any other talking cats that I can think of that would disprove that. What's the name of the talking companion cat from Bolt, the Disney movie?
Oh, fuck.
The one that got declawed? What's her name?
Well, I have something to confess. I've never actually seen Bolt.
I mean, fair. The marketing campaign was garbo. It was all about the hamster, who, by the way, is a very minor character. Thank God.
Uh, or are they trying to make the hamster be like the next Minions or whatever?
They were trying to make
You
the
know what
hamster
life
like
needs?
the hip character for the kids to latch on to.
Uh, and oh god, that sounds awful. You'd think that kids would have no issue latching onto it. Talking dog that thinks he's a superhero.
Voiced by what was it? Kevin Bacon? No, it was other famous celebrity of the week.
Uh,
I'll check that out. I love that. I love it when like the hooks.
John Travolta.
Now I know why the movie never hit general audiences that well.
Yeah. If you want to see some really good John Travolta, you know what you should watch?
Face Off.
Face Off. Yeah.
You
Or
know
Pulp Fiction.
you know what I really want a copy of?
What?
John Woo's Stranglehold.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that last week.
Yeah, it's the John Woo video game um, that he made after getting famous.
Yeah.
And it was a neat
You know what?
idea. Shame it didn't sell well.
You know what John Travolta movie I've never actually seen?
Um, Tell me, because I have seen very few John Travolta films myself.
Grease. I've never seen Grease.
That's fair. I've never seen Grease either.
I've heard the music. I really like the video of the. I love people editing music videos to make it to take away the music. You know, making it look like it's just the stage audio.
That's always fun. My favorite version of that is
We're number one.
no, that is a good one though.
Yeah, I love that they gave Robbie Rotten sound effects for his power, but not Sporticus,
Fuck.
because that
Okay.
means that that's just Robbie Rotten has that power, and it's not special effects.
It's just something the actor
something
could
he
do.
could
He
do.
provided his own sound
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah. Oh god, I miss Stephen Carl.
He will be missed. Thankfully, he
He
left
will.
us with one of the best memes of a generation.
Absolutely. He's right up there with like Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers in people that just want you to be happy.
Yeah, probably.
You know, people who want to see the world smile. And he knew that a lot of people loved him.
which is important.
Yeah. It like if I was famous, my biggest fear would be dying without knowing what my legacy would be.
I will
You
say
know?
this. One of my favorite deathbed stories is of. Okay, Sly.
He's just showing off.
Yeah, I guess.
I like that the dun 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 dun, dun is tied to your footsteps.
Oh, it's very, very cool. I love that.
Makes me think that Sly is doing the music or doing the sound effect on his own.
It gets better in like the sequel. They really improved the sound design for the latter games.
Oh, nice. All right, pull
I can
binoc.
hear it. I can hear it. Oh my god, it's around here somewhere.
Man, if only you had something that let you see where bottles were.
Admittedly, I'm in a situation in which like you have the audio, I do not. It's because the way I have it set up is I'm not hearing much because I have like the bare minimum of speakers.
You said you could hear it in this room, so maybe check the binoculars in this room or not.
No, the Binacucom doesn't work in this area. It's because I
It
haven't
doesn't?
unlocked it yet. It only works for like the previous areas that I've already cleared.
That's weird.
Sly, this
Oh,
must
probably
be
in there.
some kind of huge gunpowder production plant. Judging by the scale, the Panda King must be making tons of explosives.
Nope. Don't worry, I'll come back. Ah. God, my entire body is stiff. I got vaccinations today. Yay! Everybody should
Oh,
get
joy, what
vaccinated.
kind?
Flu and a booster.
Okay.
Nothing special, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
The King of the Hill. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, it's this one again.
Not to make the run for the key. While at the
Ow.
blasting station, use the left analog stick to aim
They should
and the
just put him
stick
in
button
like
to fire.
full plate armor.
I'll keep him covered.
I mean, they
Put him
could.
in an Iron Man suit.
I'm going in, Sly.
Alright, what am I looking out for? Man, this guy's like a 200-pound hippo, and he's still scared of like a monkey with nunchucks.
To be fair, I'd be scared of a monkey with nunchucks. Can you hit the bell?
No.
Oh, that's lame.
Good shooting.
How are you gonna have a level where you can fire things and not let you ring the bell?
Yeah, just you can't have everything, you know?
Bingo.
Thankfully, it has some hefty zoom when I need it.
Yeah. To any non-binary people reading this, never forget, you can collect soul by striking enemies. Once enough soul is collected, you can hold B to focus soul and regain health.
This is a reference to hit game Hollow Knight, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, where are they? Oh, shoot!
Oh, he's on a flying saucer. You know, so much of this level could have been avoided if he just brought a stepladder.
Yeah, probably. Oh, there we go.
God, do you hear about that eagle? That So there was an eagle that had that built himself a nest and kept a rock in it.
Okay, eagle with a rock.
And yeah, it was in a zoo.
Did they name
But
it
he
Dwayne?
built no. But it was basically the eagle wanted an egg, but because eagles are kind of endangered and it's not exactly easy to fulfill that. However, uh, they had found an orphaned bald eagle um, egg,
Okay.
and they gave it to the.
Does this
Uh,
have a happy ending or a sad ending?
yes, it's got a happy ending.
Oh, thank God.
He's been raising it. It it was it was an orphan eaglet, bald eagle baby.
Okay, because I was admittedly a bit
It,
worried this is gonna be one of those stories where they go, and then he eats the baby because it turns out he just wanted to eat his own kind. You know, like
no,
those
no,
really
no.
messed up stories.
No, he raised it as his own, and it resulted in him. A lot of people were, were photoshopping that one shirt on him. You know, the one that says, "I'm not the stepdad. I'm the dad that stepped up," onto this eagle.
That sounds hilarious. Mostly because I'm trying to
Uh,
imagine how an eagle would wear a shirt.
it just puts its wings through the sleeves. It's a T-shirt.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was in April that it happened.
You turned your
His
back
name
on
was
me, buddy.
Murphy.
That was your last mistake. I should just like get a soundboard of like that was his mistake and just play that whenever I ambush somebody from behind.
Yeah.
It would get annoying really fast, but that would be my mistake. I hate this room. The reasoning should be obvious. I don't need to explain why.
uh,
The layering of the sound effect is a classic PS2 misfire.
yeah. You know what my favorite game on the PS2 was?
Do tell. I don't think I know this one.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2. You can hit the gong, but you can't hit the bell.
I'm trying to imagine how Tony Hawk's can have an underground. I thought they were aerial.
You lost the joke.
Yeah, I
What
fucked
it
up.
was the plot of it was that um, Tony Hawk, Bam Margera, a couple of real skaters, and a couple of fictional skaters would tour the world in a competition to cause as much shit as possible through skating. So it was each level had like a variety of missions, and you had so many mission points to complete to unlock the next level.
I told you how
And
I
there was
met
like
somebody who used to work at Neversoft, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Met him in like the grocery store.
Oh, neat. I don't remember any Neversoft game other than the one
Tony
other than
Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
That's kind of what they ended up
Yeah.
doing exclusively for years.
I remember their
They made a
I
Spider-Man
remember
game.
their logo.
They made one of the best Spider-Man games of all time.
Oh, they made Guitar Hero.
Oh, really? Which one?
All of them. They were
Oh.
the ones that did the Guitar Hero series
Oh, neat.
and Rock Band, or no, Band Hero, not Rock Band.
Yeah, because isn't like
Yeah,
Rock
look-
Band like some of the other guys who left the company or something?
I think so.
Well,
So yeah, what I'm seeing, they made Skeleton Warriors.
Skeleton Warriors.
Warriors.
Again?
Da 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 da. Yes, they made Skeleton Warriors. You know, for the Saturn.
Oh, neat.
Oh god, I haven't thought about Skeleton Warriors since Dark Souls 3 first came out. And
I mean, that would be the
because of
time to think
Super
about
Best
it.
Friends. Well, it's because of the Super Best Friends would reference it every time the skeleton ball.
I mean, Matt McMuscles.
Yeah, Matt McMuscles and oh god, I don't remember what
Stephanie Sterling.
Patrick's no, I don't remember what Patrick's
Wooly.
no, I know Wooly. I don't remember what Pat's was. It was Matt. It was Matt McMuscles, Wooly, and there was also Rising Superstar Liam. But Pat Stairs.
I got
Pat
enough? No,
Stairs.
I'm missing 6. Oh, I hate this. This is a feeling of ineptitude that's just sinking in.
Ah man.
Wish me luck. Maybe the next one that I've been missing this entire time is gonna be the one that lets me get the things. Lets me idea the thingamaboobers. Alright, I got 4 of the treasure keys. Let's do this. No wonder they kicked him out of fireworks school. That was atrocious.
You know, maybe without all those heavy locks on them, they would have flown better.
The trajectory of these rockets, and I'm
Jeez, that's
99%
7.
sure you'll be able to ride them all the way to the top of that statue before they explode.
What about that other 1%?
Well, in that case, Sly, you will be blown to bits. But the experience will no doubt be spectacular.
Nice.
Now,
That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
That's a sacrifice I'm willing for you to make for me.
You may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. God, Shrek was well ahead of its time. Like, Shrek 1, 2, and Forever After still hold up really well.
3 doesn't, which is very weird. Because
What are you
that's
talking about? There is no 3.
okay, but here's the thing that really bugs me. Do you want to know who wrote the 3rd Shrek film?
Who?
The same people who wrote Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And that bugs me.
I think one issue is that Shrek isn't the main character in Shrek 3, and
Maybe.
also Charming is a B-list villain. He can't compare to his mother. Like, Rumpelstiltskin absolutely can compare to the fairy godmother, because he's got that he's got that ham.
The thing about like Shrek the 3rd, and I'm like serious about this, is that on paper, some of the decisions sound like you could definitely pitch them to a boardroom, and they'd be like, "Yeah, that could work. That could
Yeah,
work."
like the marching band playing All Stars.
Or maybe Charming could be the villain. Depending on how you write it, it could work. The problem is it
Yeah,
didn't.
they didn't. Yeah, they didn't write it well. I'm trying to think. How could you make Charming as the villain work? Because you can't just copy his mom, because then it'd be obvious.
I mean, the thing to do would be to lean in on. They kind of do lean in on partially on like the fact that he's kind of pathetic. But the thing to do wouldn't be to make him more pathetic. It'd be to make him more ruthless. Like
Yeah,
make him
maybe.
like make it so that like his with his mother's thing falling apart, everything goes wrong for him, but he's still leaning on what he has, and what he does have is
Is his mother's company.
his mother's company and the fact that he actually knows how to use a sword.
Yeah, you know what? That would have been a really interesting way to do it. Is to have him using his. You know what would have been cool if it's if it's supposed to be like a. They present it as a brand new villain. He looks, and the twist is that it was Charming, and that like maybe he drank one of his mom's really powerful potions in an effort to try and get revenge,
No,
and
I know
that
what it
changed
is.
him into something that could kill Shrek.
I know what it is.
But then I just realized that's just Ludmilla from Bardock the Magnificent, kind of.
Here's my thought. It's not that he turns into a monster. It's that a mysterious figure is stalking Shrek through the entire film. He's got like a mask on. He's got like, and he's scary, terrifying. Like he's scary,
And
confident.
amazing with a sword.
Amazing with a sword.
He's got potion bottles on his belt.
And he gets really weird when people say, "I wish." Because and the big twist at the end is that it's Charming, and since he's lost everything, he's gone completely mental, and he became a monster hunter to actually live up to the thing that he never was.
Idea. It turns out the reason why he's wearing a mask is because his hair has gone from like has a huge speech about how in his desperation he used a forbidden potion that his mother never let him use, and then
it makes him a brunette.
The mask. I was gonna say redhead.
I was thinking Howl's Moving Castle, where he has a breakdown music goes
pretty
from
much
pretty blonde to brunette.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, the only difference being that his hair color is different, but and that's after like a huge monologue about how it turned him into the monster.
Scarred. Oh, another favorite level of mine. Every level Carmelita appears in, of which there's only 2, are top tier levels.
Yeah.
You must only have eyes for me if you're too blind to see what's going on around here.
All I see is a pathetic thief who's escaped justice for far too long.
I'm proud to be a thief, especially when I'm stealing from a vicious extortionist like the Panda King. Open your eyes, detective. These quaint temples are a front for an illegal explosives factory.
Don't try to confuse the issue. You criminals are all the same, and none of you can escape justice.
Yeah, Charming would be like, in my desperation, I drank the forbidden potion, and it granted me power beyond compare. But at a cost, I have been scarred, and that is why I wear this mask. And it gets knocked off, he's just like a brunette.
Ah, fuck!
Actually, yeah, brunette would be even more funny because with the way the
plain.
lighting is... Well, also with the way the lighting is, it might not even be noticeable.
But you could maybe notice strands of it during like some of the action sequences, which might throw you off. But like, oh wait a minute, I want to go this
like
way.
a loose strand gets comes over the mask, and I'm picturing him dressed like Mask of the Phantasm.
I love that
uh,
idea. That's a great visual.
and like a brunette strand falls over the mask, and like he just like angrily cuts it off because he can't bear to see it, rather than tuck it back in.
Oh, that would be dramatic. But yeah, the way I
Yeah.
probably would have fixed Charming is, while making him more pathetic is one way to go about it. Making him even more hyper competent is another way to do it.
Make him pathetic but powerful, like with Jack Horner, for example. Like
I
uh,
think
uh,
once the
as
mask
a
is off, you can make him pathetic. But when the mask is on, he has to be scary and competent.
yeah. I mean, Jack Horner is scary and competent.
Fair
Is
enough.
as a person, he's pathetic because of his ego. He cannot stand being a regular person in a world of magic,
That's fair.
and
Oh,
that
shoot.
that works really well. Oh, is he gonna break the windows? Yeah.
She's the world's worst shot. I have no idea why they let her have something so destructive.
What even is it?
It's a... It's an electric bazooka. It's basically a
seems
stun gun, but a bazooka.
that seems very impractical.
Oh, absolutely.
It
But
is so slow. You
it's
can just
such a
sidestep
a
it.
cool gun, though.
Two more.
I think I see him. There we go. Almost there. There we are, right there. I was about to check down there, and I'm like, no, they're up here. Boom.
Yeah. Oh, these are some very precarious platforms.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why they're so great. Okay, now I can do it.
Circle to enter the vault code. Multiple blood vessels burst in my brain while figuring this out. The code had
It's
better
1, 2,
be
3.
231.
I was close. 23 is number 1. The Panda King, his favorite game is Ocarina of Time.
Incredible! I never would have thought this was possible. Sir Augustine of Cooper's technique to briefly defy gravity. From now on, you should be able to pop right out of those bottomless pits you keep
Thank
falling
God.
into. And you
That's
won't
good.
lose a lucky charm.
How convenient.
If you could just fly, why not just fly into the
Give me a second.
the place?
Okay, 1... One... 2. There's 2 I don't have. Yay. Haha!
Watch your back, Cooper. When you least expect it, I'll be there.
Look at that goofy ass dragon expression.
Yeah.
There we go, I got 6. One more. And it's not gonna be fun.
You know who one of my favorite dragons in media is?
Is it is it Mushu? No, it's not Mushu. Ah, God. Who's the green dragon from it's Dojo, is it Dojo?
Jojo Kanojo Cho.
Is that his full name?
Yeah.
Huh. I got it
You don't
right.
remember that? Yeah. Also, for
Yay!
whatever reason, in the really shitty spin-off, he was yellow with green spikes instead of green with yellow spikes.
Yeah, that is weird.
When I notice this snow cone stand, and I think to myself, "Hey Murray, you gotta keep your energy up." So I hurry over here, and then all of a sudden, monkeys are everywhere, bugging me to race them 3 times around this track for a key.
We could use the key. Think you could take him?
Come on, Slaughter.
Yeah, it's this
back to
minigame again.
monkeys. How can I lose?
All right.
Do you remember this minigame?
The left stick.
Yeah.
Clear to use any nitro boosts you collect. Keep clear of those icy patches.
Thanks for the advice,
So,
Sly, but trust me,
in
it's under control.
the Shaolin Showdown spin-off,
They introduce Omi again, but French.
yeah, French Omi. But more importantly, there's an episode where Jack Spicer has an egg.
Oh, you actually watched it?
I tried. I genuinely tried. I tried to give it a chance. It was terrible.
Yeah, I had a
Uh,
hard time getting past the really
French
jarring CGI.
Yeah, it was not good. But there's an episode where Chase Young has an egg, and then it gets stolen by Wuya, who is alive again for whatever reason. Because she can't stay a ghost. You gotta have the sexy Wuya. Anywho, they get it back. Omi gets it back for Chase Young, and then Chase Young's like, "All right, now for my end. Now it's for my end of the deal. I'll tell you about who your lineage is," because they reverted Omi back to caring about the fact that he was an orphan, even though he got over that in the main show. Because his family, that matters is.
No, 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 no!
Nice driving, Murray.
Nice!
Go get that.
Woo! That was like
Oh,
dead. That was like
Jesus
tight.
Christ.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
The reveal is that Chase Young is his dad, isn't it?
Well,
Ancestor.
Yeah. Which only raises further questions.
Why can't we just go back to Omi Kitty?
I like the Omi cat.
Yeah,
I like Chase Young as a character. He's very interesting.
I like that Chase Young turns all of his defeated rivals into cats.
He's a cat person.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I would very much like turn all my enemies into cats if I had the chance.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to the places I've been that I need to get the Let's do
The
this.
bottles.
Yep. Because
What
you're,
was your-
because at the end of this, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's bullshit."
So, what was your favorite of the magic items from Shaolin Showdown?
The two-tone tunic is always a pleasure.
Yeah, that was in the first episode, I believe.
Yep, it's a fun one.
Was
The
it the
s- the
first
Serpent's
or
Tail is
second?
great.
Oh yeah.
It's the first episode because they introduced the Mantis flip
No,
coin, and the
Right, the Mantis flip coin was the first one.
Then it's the two-tone
And then the-
tunic.
Yeah, it's the Mantis. The Mantis flip coin is the first one, and Jack
Spicer gets
it
that.
first. And then they get the two-ton tunic afterwards, and then they fight over the eye, the electric eye that I don't remember the name of. Eye of Dashi. Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah.
The Serpent's Tail is another favorite. I think the Serpent's Tail might actually be one of my top tiers.
Is it because it featured in your favorite episode? The main episode that we reference.
Raimundo, go into the
towards
light.
light. It comes up so often.
It's such a good punchline too.
Oh yeah.
No, not just because of that, but because it also featured in one of my favorite episodes, the one where they're like learning basketball.
Oh yeah. I like the basketball
And
one.
I do like that character comes back
Yeah.
as like a
Uh,
student of Chase Young, I think.
yes. Because Chase Young lies to him is like, oh, we're good, and then he has to learn that no, Chase Young's actually evil.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
You can tell this show is great when we're just listing off bangers left and right.
Oh yeah. You know what episode I fucking loved? The one with the uh oh fuck. The one with the four Zhongs. The four Mala Mala Zhongs.
I'm trying to remember what happened to that episode. That one's just blinking on me.
Uh I might be getting multiple episodes confused, but I don't think I am. What
Oh,
happens
there it
is
is. This is where it would be.
there's like a comet or something that's causing all of the things to uh, get a little weird, and so they're told not to use them.
Oh no,
Uh,
you're definitely thinking about the wrong episode because Raimundo uses it and becomes his own
yeah,
Mala Malajong.
yeah, but doesn't it end with like the? Doesn't it end with him like being separated, but Malamar Lejong is still like there, and he uses the Ring of the Nine Dragons to like make three other versions of himself using different of the things.
Maybe
Like one
that
uses
sounds so specific.
like the helmet that lets you see behind him. The other uses the helmet that a different helmet.
The
They,
helmet one
they
is so specific, but it's also like so cool because it's sort of kind of convenient to have.
oh yeah,
The monkey's staff is a favorite.
oh yeah. That's that's a really good one. Let's see.
We're like an hour 7 minutes in. You
We
can
can do it.
finish up the Panda King, and then we're gonna have to do the final battle too. I want to go, yeah, up. We need to face the Panda King, and the final world won't take nearly as long.
To enter the vault code. It was a challenge, but this vault's combination has got to be 667.
Neighbor of the beast.
All right.
You found the blueprints for the Panda King's lair.
Finally, there we go.
I'll upload the data straight into your binocucom.
There we go, and there's one left, which we're gonna do after the final boss. No, you want to do that now? Actually,
Let's get all the bottles first, and then the final boss.
okay. The Flaming Temple of Flame. I'm missing a few, so let's give it a look. Lives for World Cup Soccer. Okay, so they're all on that
Oh,
side.
I was right.
Hmm?
I was absolute. I looked up the episode. It's called "The Emperor Scorpion Strikes Back," and it is the one where the every 10,000 or every 1,000 years, the planets align and uh, cause all of the things to want to coalesce into Mala Mala Zhang, and so he forbids them from using the items because they'll control him. They'll try to control the users in order to facilitate his creation.
Okay.
And then they I don't remember, was it
It's Raimundo.
Chase Young? Chase Young causes a like a earthquake in
I think it's unrelated.
Brazil. No, the the thing that happens in Brazil was absolutely caused by someone, and so uh, Raimundo uses the tiger claws to get there fast and save everyone. And tiger claws, the sword,
The tiger claws
uh,
was so good.
they are.
That's why they
Uh,
can't have them in the show anymore because they're too good.
they are. That's why they threw them into the center of the earth.
Yeah. Okay, where is it?
They always put them back in the center of the earth by the time.
Okay, so I have to get through all this? Okay. Oh, over there. There we are. And it was missing something. There's 3 left. 2 are there. Ooh, 2 are there. Okay. I did my math poorly.
Oh wait, wait, no, I think I am getting it. Hold on, I might be. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Uh, I like that Romanda has his own page on Villains Wiki.
It's nice and convenient to have to make it clear what kind of person he is. He's a villain at heart, no matter how much he tries to hide it. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Okay.
Oh, let's see. Okay, yeah, I was getting a couple. Okay, that's why I was getting them confused. Okay, so the one with the four the four Malamalajongs is caused by the planets aligning, causing the things to come to life and want to coalesce into him. And the one with Raimundo becoming him is because a comet comes, which causes them to come to life and want to possess the user into becoming him. They have
Okay.
very similar plot structures and plot devices with weird space stuff. That's why I was getting them confused.
Okay. I'm looking at this, and that's weird. It's like under the scenery.
Well, you can jump into pits.
I'm gonna check around. It might be
A secret passage.
maybe it's here. No.
Is it like
Oh
under
no,
the?
no, not there. Can't go under invisible
You
walls
check
and all
from
that.
this room. Is it like? Okay.
It's right down there.
Is it in that snow?
No, it's down there somehow.
Well, no. Like, is there like a hole in that snow?
No, there isn't. Oh, this one thing is making this awkward because I'm like, oh, don't worry, this is not gonna take like a 3-hour stream, and now it's like, oh, maybe.
Oh shit, maybe.
It shouldn't, but who knows? Okay. Oh, fucker.
Did he have a knife in his mouth?
Yeah, he was probably striking a pose.
Alright. How's it look from here?
No, it's definitely on the other side of the map. Okay. Alright, let's do this one more time. There must be something I'm missing. Okay, it's behind whatever's over there.
Alright.
Hopefully whatever's going on is not some sort of glitch. Like, oh, you got it, but you weren't facing it at the right time, so the thing doesn't work.
Well, yeah.
I don't care.
Alright, where's it from? So still further ahead?
No, it should be right behind me.
Well, player binocs. Check. Is there a ledge?
Wait a minute. Oh, you fucker.
There is a ledge.
That
So
hurts.
the sparkles were hidden under the snow, and that's what was messing it up.
That hurts. I want you to know that hurts.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Alright, so I want you to guess what we're gonna get at the end of all this.
Is this the final one?
This is the final one.
Alright. I'm gonna guess a pizza.
Bold. Bold assumption.
What game we should play?
What?
We should definitely do Conker's Bad Fur Day at some point.
That could be fun.
It's a super fun game.
You wanna do Conqueror's Bad Fur Day live and reloaded?
No.
But they revamp all the shooting controls and give everything ugly fur textures.
And also change the thing. They changed how the game plays. Like they changed the cutscenes. So what they do is they change the cutscenes, and so Conker's like, wait, weren't you supposed to do this thing instead? And they're like, yeah, normally, but I'm too smart for that now, or some shit like that.
We're changing it up so people don't think we're just rehashing the same thing.
Yeah, whatever it is, the most egregious is the gargoyle at the start.
Yes, that's where they do that.
Yeah, I mean it happens a couple times, but it's just annoying every time they lampshade it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
it's
this
gonna be
book
1, 2,
code
3.
appears to have been written in owl dialect. I won't be able to crack the code until we meet and defeat the bird who created it.
And I'm guessing the bird is the final boss.
Yep.
It's probably just gonna be like a thank you for playing.
No, it's an actual upgrade.
I mean, what's the point of an upgrade if you've already beaten the game 100%?
to show off. All right, let's do this.
See that ring on the bundle of fireworks?
Here, yeah,
Look
let
over
me,
it with
let
your
me.
cane to hit
Oh,
your
there we go. I
eye.
have to hit it first. Let's do this.
Imagine if we just exploded.
Like a Conker's Bad Fur Day gag.
I see you
Yeah.
Kane of notorious Cooper thief clan.
Oh no.
Here for revenge? To steal back the devious raccoonus?
That was my plan at first, but now I'm more interested in putting an end to your avalanche extortion racket.
Why should you care if I bury a few worthless village?
So there's a
kids?
great payoff to this in the third game.
Just like me.
No, that's only half right.
I mean,
I am a thief. From
it's
a
not the
long
most
past,
racist they
while
could have gone
you're just a
with
frustrated
it.
firework artist turned homicidal pyromaniac.
Insolent child. You
Oh, it's
shall
very
pay
tacky, yeah.
for your
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like someone doing a really bad George Takei impression.
ancestors.
I think his voice actor is actually Chinese, but don't quote me on this. Actually, please do not quote me on this.
I won't. I'm gonna look it up though. What's his name?
Panda King.
Fiery wheel.
Kevin Blackton.
Fiery wheel.
Okay.
So, no. Oh, he died in 2017.
Oh, shoot.
Fiery wheel.
Yeah. What was he in? Oh, he's in Alligator, the 1980 film.
Oh, this is our IMDb hour.
Oh, he was LeChuck in Monkey Island.
Oh, neat.
Being chopped. Fire.
He was the Hardy Knight in Psychonauts.
Of course.
He was in Armor Core as various voices.
Come on, Poe, let's do this one last time.
Booming chop. Fiery wheel.
There we go.
Your skill with that cane.
So, the payoff for this in the third game is that you recruit the Panda King as your ally.
Hell yeah.
And so you recruit the Panda King for his explosives expertise in the third game, and he's in a deep meditative state. So they have to send Sly Cooper in to rouse him from this state, and he's reflecting on this moment. So you have to fight him again as Sly's trying to do something new, and Sly's like, "Come on, we don't have to do this." And the Panda King's just repeating his old dialogue.
I see.
He's trapped in a cycle, and the gimmick is you have to basically
Break the
beat him up
cycle.
a bit and then choose the correct dialogue options to make him realize he's trapped in a loop.
I see. Why are edibles always like cookies and candies and such? What if I want a psychoactive ham? Honey, what's wrong? You haven't
Hot Latina Spitfire
touched your-
puts Fiery Panda on ice.
Honey, what's wrong? You haven't touched your thrice baked potato. The potato that bakes you back. Ooh,
it is dated.
train. Oh, absolutely. They
But-
could have done the really, really bad one.
With the fake teeth and the Mickey Rooney impressions.
Oh God.
Okay,
You
get
have
ready.
you seen the? All right. I'm
Okay,
ready.
ask your question first.
Have you seen the Looney Tunes like the Bugs Bunny Pacific Front of World War II video
I
episode?
am aware it exists. I have not seen it in a long, long time, so I cannot tell you any details.
It is really bad. He starts serving them hand grenades in ice cream.
You want to know who has a really bad one for that? Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, but they pulled it.
Yeah, they did, but they've also done that to the Looney Tunes one, right? Or at least they throw the thing up that says we
This was
we
this
know
is
this
a
is racist, and it was not okay then, and it is not okay now.
I think that doing that is better than outright pulling it because
Acknowledging our past is
yes,
important.
acknowledging your past, addressing the things that were not okay is better than acting like it didn't happen.
You know who also said a lot of things that aren't okay? Roald Dahl.
A lot of people. Oh yeah.
Let's not get
If you
into
know the
that.
history of Willy Wonka,
Let's not get into that. But I will say this: how he dies is flippin' hilarious. Are you familiar
How-
with Roald Dahl's final words?
I know you've said it a lot, and I can never remember it because I have terrible memory.
Basically, he does this whole speech about how the real journey was the friends and family he made along the way, and how he's gonna miss everybody. And then he does like a really nice quote. And then a nurse pricks him with a needle, and he says his actual last words. Fuck, that
Oh,
hurt.
yeah, I remember that now.
All
Didn't
right,
his-
final boss time.
Hell yeah.
While looking over what little information I had on the final member of the Fiendish Five, I began to notice something.
Is that goddamn Assassin's Brotherhood?
It came
Several of
first.
the pictures depict a shadowy owl-like figure, which looks very similar to the police images of the mysterious clockwork. Is this a strange
And he's
coincidence,
Russian.
or is there something I'm missing?
So, this is cool.
Yeah.
But in the fourth game, which involves time travel, you can actually find the source of those mysterious owl figures in the background, watching the ancestors.
Neat.
Yeah. So the fourth game's gimmick is time travel, which admittedly not a great idea. But oh, fucking hell, it's inverted.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, can I
Whenever I
please say can? Okay, please say that does it.
see, the problem with inverted is nobody can agree on what's normal and what's inverted.
Nope. There's no option to change this. Why would they do this to me? Oh wait, I
Wait.
can.
Yeah. Up is to aim up. And you can change on the Banaki-com too.
I don't have that much issue with the Banaki-com, but that is good to do. Thank God.
Oh,
Oh, I was wondering why I was having so much trouble with the turret earlier, and now I finally realized exactly why. It's because I was doing inverted the entire time and didn't realize it.
can't believe you were playing with a one arm tied behind the back.
I am not left-handed. Oh, Death Ray!
It's a very odd death ray that it doesn't actually kill you. It just
Well, there's a
launches
mountain in the way.
rocks.
Come on, die. Die, die, die.
You know what this
Oh,
level
fucker.
would be severely improved by?
What?
A score in the top right corner.
I have to shoot everything, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, obviously there'd be accuracy bonuses.
Do you think I want an accuracy bonus?
I mean, it would provide a challenge.
You think I want a challenge?
You don't think that this game would have an entire community dedicated to this level in particular if there was a bonus for accuracy?
Probably. Okay, so the way to do this is just to wait for the owl to set itself on fire, because that's when it's about to attack. And then they become easier to hit.
I see.
What rocks, Bentley?
Dwayne? That one wasn't even rolling. You didn't have to do that.
I had to. It's family threat in mind.
It's family.
It's family picture. fuck.
MVP. God, Fiona and Cake is really good. You should definitely get caught up on Adventure Time and Distant Lands and Fiona and Cake.
Remember that movie Tomorrowland that was getting really hyped up for a while, but like nobody actually
And
knew what the fuck it was about?
that's because it was one of the movies that was based off a Disney ride. They've been trying to recapture the magic ever since Pirates of the Caribbean.
True. But Tomorrowland was very weird because it's like it had a big name behind it. Brad Bird, I think.
I mean, you say that's a big name, but I have no idea who the
The
fuck that is.
Incredibles, Silver.
Looks like we're in the
Oh.
clear.
The Incredibles and Ratatouille. And its hit sequel, Ratatouille.
God. Red Towing is such a weird film.
And it has Eggman in it too. Look how big
plot-
Murray is. He's just sticking out of the vehicle.
Is to analyze at least 60 of those hanging computers.
Would have been easy to get at them if Murray hadn't thrashed our new turret.
Yeah, won't be a problem. I can hack the computer's connection coupling so they'll fall to the ground. Then, Murray will have to run over them with the van.
Okay, and Murray, remember to use our new battering ram by hitting the square button if anyone tries to keep you from those computers.
All right,
From what I
let's do
gather
this.
from the
Only 119 computers up there. And these fire slugs seem intent on getting to them before us. The first one to 60 computers wins.
Isn't this fun?
no.
I gotta kill slugs, lava slugs. Russians just have lava slugs, Silver. You gotta accept that.
Where's all the bears on unicycles?
Where is the dancing bear?
You know, there's a episode of Leverage that utilizes the moonwalking bear. It's a really good episode.
What's a moonwalking bear?
Yeah, I thought that's what you were referencing.
No, I was referring to One Piece, the live action, in which Buggy goes. Where's the
right.
dancing lion?
Right. The so the moonwalking bear is a psychological thing where if you it's basically when people get so much tunnel vision they completely miss something extremely obvious.
Nice try,
The
Murray. Now we have enough data to open the security doors. Just past them is the control room to Clockwork's Death Ray Tower. I think it's time for some Cooper thieving and sabotage. Don't you think, Sly?
so the
Nice
The reason why it's
driving,
called-
Murray.
the reason why it's called the moonwalking bear is because it stems from a video of or the video that showcased studies.
You better get out of there.
Okay, in which they have a
What?
moonwalking bear in the background.
Serves
Yeah,
that
it's
purpose.
like it tells you to like count how many people are walk past wearing red shirts, then count how many people walk past wearing tennis shoes, and then count how many people walk past holding backpacks or whatever. And then at the very end, it's like, did you notice the moonwalking bear?
Determined to go through with this.
And sure enough, in the background, if you stop focusing on the things it tells you to count, there absolutely is a person in a bear costume doing the moonwalk.
I swear I've seen that video before. Yeah, that
Probably.
you know.
It's one that was shown in elementary school. Uh,
The implication that my elementary school was any good.
I live in Texas. I had a Texas public education.
Dang it.
Yeah, the episode is called The Boiler Room Job.
Okay.
It's a really good one.
You just got leverage on the brain today, huh?
It's a really... What do you mean today?
I mean, whenever we're filming Sly Cooper.
Yeah, because it's a show about heist.
Why are you thinking about heist, Silver? We're not committing any crimes. Fuck.
What the fuck?
I was just in that sweet spot where wherever I move, I get caught.
Oof.
There we go. I got an extra little foothold of safety.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking. Don, you clockwork.
Uh,
We're an hour 36. We can definitely wrap this up before we hit 2 hours.
I got 4 hours of sleep.
The best amount of sleep. I say, making up statistics right then and
Why
there.
did you have to like sneak around the pillar?
Dart guns.
Uh,
Fuck. I botched
oh,
that one.
I thought you had a thing.
Yeah, you don't. Not for these levels. They want you to be perfect.
Yeah, why do you have to sneak around this?
You see
pillar?
that?
Oh. Yeah, I do now.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
toss pot. I hit the box and it knocked me back into
An alarm into the railing.
into the railing. Yeah. Shoot. The timing was just never right.
Yeah.
Come on, Bentley Turtle, give me a hint.
You know who could definitely withstand those spikes? Someone with some kind of shell.
Yeah, probably. On a side note, Bentley gets crippled in the third game.
Oof.
Like wheelchair and everything. Which is funny because
Oh,
it
that's so
actually makes
cliche.
him more useful. Yeah.
They just go the whole Oracle route.
Oh no. He's a front man.
Oh. I think it's really cliche for the person that gives you all the intel and stuff to be in a wheelchair.
It is a little cliche.
Yeah, I do think that it probably the earliest I can think of is Oracle.
I mean, there's probably earlier examples.
Probably.
There we go. Aha! I've been trapped.
Sly Cooper!
Oh no.
I should have known you were behind this.
You got me wrong, Miss Fox. I'm here to rescue you.
Oh no! It was a trap all along.
Deadly neurotoxin.
Sentimental fool. Empathy has always been the downfall of the Cooper.
And she's still scolding me.
I knew this was a trap. Looks like I'm going to have to do some fast and furious hacking to shut down that gas before Sly's brain is turned to cheese.
What kind of cheese, Bentley?
Gargonzola.
Haven't had to do this in a while.
You got his voice down
Okay,
perfect. I hate that.
analog stick to steer, and the right analog stick to unleash my hacker
Oh,
data
Kevin Blackton also voiced the villain,
security code.
the main villain.
Clockwork?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, looks
No
like I
surprise there.
triggered one of Clockwork's security algorithms. Stay sharp, Bentley.
Get the jibs, Bentley Bear.
Level 3!
You know what game was fun?
What?
Operation Tango.
I also really enjoyed when we did It Takes Two together, outside of the story.
Yeah. I mean, the story was fine. I just didn't jive with the ending.
Yeah,
I think
I
it sends
kind
the
of
wrong
soured on the
message.
ending myself, I'm gonna be honest.
I understand what they were going for, but it's one of those situations where
Shoot.
the ending or the message people take from it is not the one that is the intended message. You know, like Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, which is the moral of steal people's bodies and sleep with your dead boyfriend.
No. Sleep with someone while they're possessed by your dead boyfriend.
I did it! Yay!
No code can
God, that was so fucking creepy. The whole
whole
dead
boyfriend
thing. Yeah, because that person existed before he was possessed by Steve.
Break me out of this force field by
Somebody
touching
mentioned
and
to
I'll
me
get you
that
some
they were like, why is it a weird trend in movies nowadays for like movies and games nowadays to have possessed body snatched boyfriends they have people have like unconvincing romances with, and I'm like, what's the other one? And they're like, Psychonauts 2, and I'm like, well, first off, that body belongs to Elijah Wood, and he is possessed by Jack Black, so don't ruin this for me.
Why?
Carmelita, we may
Yeah.
be on opposite sides of the law, but you're not my
And they specifically do not make out.
robotic owl that built this death ray
Yeah.
that gassed us to death? That guy's on my
I
list.
like that bit in particular, the fact that they
All right.
know that would be creepy as heck. Something Wonder
Yeah.
Woman didn't know.
I suggest we work
Yeah.
together.
Also, just turning the jet invisible wouldn't make it immune to radar. Just throwing that out there.
Oh no, they stole my cane!
Oh no!
I need that cane. It's been in
They
my
stole
bag
your
for
fucking
generations.
cane.
Don't worry, Ringtail.
Now I'm crippled.
While you get it back. If you can, make your way to the top of the death.
This is just like Majora's Mask.
Okay,
when
give
they
me a
steal your
second, I'm actually
soul
tempted to
horn.
do this.
Hold on.
Nah, that's too much effort. I was gonna change the, my PNG tuber to the one without the cane.
Well,
Uh,
maybe I'll give you a 10-second head
And I'm like,
start.
no, that's too much effort.
you don't have the different versions just saved as files?
I do. I
Like,
do.
you can stick with the presets.
I do, but I'd have to... Dang it. Die, raccoon, die!
Oh man. I can't believe that Carmelita betrayed you. I will say, kudos to Sly for being much faster than the other guy.
Murray.
Yeah, Murray. Hey, now
There
you
we
know
go.
why.
That
Now you
ended
know why she
perfectly.
misses. It's really fucking hard to aim this.
I can save myself extra time if I just shoot that one.
I do like that they let you actually play as thing you had run from a few levels prior, and it really does go to show just how fucking hard it is to aim it.
And
Because of
how
how slow the
nimble
bullets
Sly
are.
is, and how much I could shoot him if I wanted to. Oh. I knew they would do that.
Yeah. Of course they would.
They're
Alright,
game
looks like you got it
designers.
back.
Nice job, raccoon.
There we go. The sinking peril.
Where's Carmelita's jet
The
pack right
singing
where you said
peril?
it would be?
The sinking peril.
The magnetronic support field
I
for the
see, this
jet
peril
pack
is
got
singing a
destroyed
beautiful
as you were making
tune.
a run for your cane. You'd better hurry. This whole thing is about to fall apart.
I'm on it.
They do this automatically. I don't have any control. Now I have control.
It's sinking fast. Climb, Sly, climb.
Oof. I'll listen to this post. I was making chit chat with a woman who works at a plant nursery, and I mentioned 2 baby trees I bought the other day aren't doing too well. Their leaves are yellowing, and maybe I'm watering them too much. What could be behind this phenomenon? And she looked like she was trying to find a gentle way to phrase it, but then just gave up and said plainly, "It's autumn." Another social interaction that will come back to haunt me at 3 a.m. 5 years from now. My grandma had the opposite uh, uh, problem. So she had a
Sly!
couple.
Sly, you.
How dare! So she had a couple of pine
He
trees
jumped
in her
right into that
yard.
laser and he knows it. What the
Yeah,
fuck, raccoon?
my grandma had a couple pine trees in the backyard, and their needles started to turn yellow. The tree was dying because of how old it was. It's not a tree that's meant to survive in the Texas weather.
Okay.
Uh, but when it was pointed out, she was like, "Oh no, it's not dying. It's just fall." It's like, no, no.
No gam gam.
Pine trees are evergreens. They're not supposed to.
Sly!
That was you. You did that.
No, it wasn't. I pressed the circle button and he moved to jump onto one of the thingies and he decided not to at the end. I'm not that
That's
bad at this game, Silver.
because they were in the bad position.
Okay, that's on me.
You're not what at the game?
What?
You're not what at the game?
No. You misunderstood. I am the good at the game.
No, it's the good at game.
Good at the game of life. Whoa, what?
Didn't you lose?
I didn't play life. I've been dead inside all along.
Oh, I thought you were there when we played Life on Tabletop.
Oh no, I did not. I was not there for that.
Well, we played 2 versions of Life.
Was one of them life and death?
No, we did not play the 1908 Life. The version we played was the one from the 90s and the one from like the mid 2000s. Or no, the one from the late 80s and the one from the mid 2000s.
Okay, you can't outrace that one. I'm gonna be honest.
Outrace what one?
The energy gate. You can't outrace that energy gate.
Is that what you were trying?
No, 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 I wasn't. It was the yellow thing. I was not trying to outrace that. I was just mentioning that because, like, I paused, and that's the only one I paused for.
Ooh. Oh, you're still alive. Oh no, the lava's rising.
Yeah, has been for a while. I did it,
Nice.
and
Now
now for the finale.
Okay, that jetpack is easy to fly. Use the left analog stick to aim and steer, and press the square button to fire its rockets.
Who
Okay.
the fuck puts rockets firing backwards?
Sly Cooper. You
They
have
want to
so
show you how
just
funky he
came
looks.
destroyed my death ray.
The plot twist is he's gonna be an old raccoon. It turns out your great 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 grandfather.
Pictures in the Thievius Raccoonus. How old are you?
Perfection has no age.
What? You're immortal?
Revenge is the prime ingredient in the fountain of youth. I've kept myself alive for hundreds of years with a steady diet of jealousy and hate, awaiting the day when I would finally eclipse your family's thieving reputation.
I'm gonna be honest, that's a raw line.
Missiles don't hurt him, but seem
I
to
can't
kill him.
believe he's the antagonist from the pilot of Chip and Dale. Wait, no. Was it Chip and Dale? Or was it... Yeah, I think it was Chip and Dale.
I don't know the Chip and Dale one.
Or maybe it was the pilot... which was the one where, like,
My experience is
there was some treasure and the person who...
DuckTales.
you cannot escape me.
No, the original DuckTales?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like he's there for the
of
gold of
spite.
El Dorado or something.
Yeah, and he kept himself alive out of pure spite.
Spite and greed.
Yeah.
Nice shooting, Sly! You got him!
Was that it?
Wow, that's one to
That can't be it.
I don't get it.
Alright.
You're so familiar with my family. You must have known my father had a son. If you hated the Coopers so much, why did you let me live when you stole the Thievius Raccoonus?
Because I wanted to show the world that without your precious book, the Cooper line was nothing.
Ah, well, there's where you're wrong. The Thievius Raccoonus doesn't create great thieves. It takes great thieves to create the Thievius Raccoonus.
Enough, Sly Cooper. It ends here. I will finish you like I finished your father. And the Cooper line will be erased, and the only master thief will be Clockwork.
Okay, how is he a master thief? I'm curious.
Well, he sold the book.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, outside of stealing the book, I'm legitimately thinking, like, how does a giant mechanized owl become a thief? Just
By running a
imagine
criminal
him in like a
organization.
trench coat and like sunglasses, hanging out in public,
Hey,
scooping
kid,
out
you
a
want
joint.
to buy watches? They are authentic Rolexes.
Oh fuck!
Oh, what the fuck?
I got nipped.
My skills.
Oh, and it starts from the start.
Yeah. Thankfully, I can skip the cutscenes.
Does each time he goes in the lava and comes back out, does his tech get more and more primitive?
No.
I noticed that he was using fans for the second phase.
I don't know. He's got fans on his wings. They're just hard to notice because of the angles. Oh no, it's not. Oh, they're not fans. They're the things the energy spheres come
Yeah,
out of.
the lasers.
Yeah,
But now they're fans.
that's the thing that shoots the other thing.
See, it looks more
Yeah,
primitive.
if you keep an eye out, look, there it is. That's where those are coming from.
I like that it's in tune with the music.
Oh yeah, very nice touches there by Sucker Punch. They always go above and beyond. The music in these games is like just brilliant.
Oh man, so you watched you've seen the like 2-hour video on Tommy Tallarico that H Bomber guy did, right?
Yes, I have.
Did you see the 4-hour video on Tommy Tallarico that Larry? Wait, shit. Was it Larry Bundy Jr. or Slopes that did it? I do not remember. Because they sound the same to me. But one of them did a 4-hour video because they invested in the Intellivision's
The what?
whatever the fuck. The console that Tommy Tallarico committed fraud by saying it
Oh.
was going to be a thing and then never actually was.
I don't imagine that being Larry Bundy Jr., but it could be.
Then it was probably Slopes.
Ah, fuck you!
That's bullshit.
He got one up on me. We were about to do this sub 2 hours, and then he had to go and do that.
Yeah. By the way, one of my favorite jokes from it is when talking about Tommy Tallarico's claim that he was the first American to work on Sonic. He's like, well, Sonic's and it was like, well, Sonic's actually had Americans working on it since damn near the beginning, but maybe he means that he's the first American to compose music for Sonic the Hedgehog. But even then, if he thinks that, he's been crushing a few too many 40s.
I think that actually is from the H Bomber Guy video.
Wait, shit, is it? It's not my fault all British people sound the same.
Silver! I mean, you're not
They're
wrong.
British, it's fine.
You can make jabs at them, like British music.
Yeah. The British and the French are free game.
He's calling me the weakest Cooper, but I have a jetpack with missiles on it, so what does that say?
Yeah. If I had to choose between the British and the French, I'd probably go with the French, though.
Any particular reason?
Yeah, they're not British. Honestly,
I mean, that's
though,
what they
it's
tell
the food.
themselves.
In reality, it's purely the food. If I was like reincarnated and had the choice of either living in France or Britain, like being born into France or Britain, I'd choose France because they actually know how to make food that tastes.
All right, let's do this. Sub 2 hours. Sub 2 hours.
I am.
The one who knocks.
I am the one who knocks.
The danger.
The danger.
I am. You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. You are not the guy.
Lava tomb. Lay.
Fuck.
That ain't good.
No, it's not hard. I'm at the last hurdle.
I will live.
Ah, you bitch!
You were saying?
I got hit by the tail end. Oh my god.
My intellect is refined.
This is not that hard. That's super easy. Why am I fucking up on the super easy part?
My skills are superior.
Maybe it's just not as easy as you thought it was.
Well, first off, I'm a little
You cannot
insulted.
escape me, Uncle Raccoon.
But I do
I
get
mean-
what you're trying to do. Yeah, it's super hard. It's the hardest thing in the entire game. Everybody talks about how hard it is. Yeah, my dignity is saved.
No, I was just saying more that because you see it as the easiest thing ever, you're getting cocky and making mistakes,
Well, I didn't make a mistake until his head popped up and smacked me into the abyss. So,
which was a mistake. It's like with me and Demon Fire Sage. Like the Demon Fire Sage is an easy boss, and I got cocky and got my ass handed to me. Speaking of, it's so wild that Elden Ring made their asylum demons even easier than the ones in Dark Souls. Like the lesser Erdtree avatars, even the ones that give you Scarlet Rot, if you fuck up, are still even easier than the original asylum demon.
I am.
crazy.
I went down and hunted each one that I had access to.
Flowers.
Mm.
Never.
I used the Elden Ring interactive map to keep track.
Play. Feet together. I will live. Immortal. Come back.
It's gonna be a raccoon in there.
With me. Clockwork is superior.
He's gonna have a long ass beard.
Nope. He's a
No?
robot owl.
He's just a robot. There's no
Took some
twists.
tricky maneuvering,
No
but
twist.
I managed to snatch that last piece of the thieving
That's
thread
lame.
necklace from Clockwork's claw. I had
But
taken
there
down
is
each
one
of the
twist.
Raleigh, Mugshot, Ms. Ruby, the Panda King, and finally Clockwork. I'd beaten them all one by one and reclaimed my birthright. Of course, there was no way I could have gotten here without the help of my pals. I know this hasn't been easy for them, yet they stuck with me through it all. Murray.
Yeah, so Clockwork comes back in the sequel, and he cripples Bentley, and that's how the second game
I was
ends.
scared, but
That's
it
why
didn't
he's in a
go how
wheelchair in the
anyone
third.
ever known.
Oof.
Thank goodness for Bentley. Without his expertise, I'd have never found my way off that.
Yeah, so the second game improves on the formula by actually doing heists, not just weird boss fights.
Who could ever forget the lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore.
I'm not sure I'm down with that style.
We're back to playing cops and robbers.
No, the second and third games are way better.
With their art style.
But instead,
Oh,
she was
yeah,
trying
their
to
art style
give
too.
it a 10-second head start.
Yeah, because the art style's fine for everyone except for Carmelita.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One.
I can't believe it. That was the heist. You stole the kiss.
Oh no, I
Ah,
used
babe.
her handcuffs.
Felt bad leaving her stranded on that giant rock, but I knew it wouldn't be long.
She'll
before
be
we'd see
back.
each other again.
I mean, I did leave her handcuffed in a
To
volcano
a
in
volcano.
Russia.
Yeah, with a destroyed mech, and if my genre savviness of destroyed mechs is any indication, there's probably a self-destruct sequence.
Nah.
I know.
Nate
slide
Fox,
didn't know that.
Brian Fleming, Kelly DeForest, Gary Bird. Sly is voiced by Kevin Miller, Chris Murphy, Roxanne Ortega. By the way, Carmelita Fox changes voice actors every single game. The second game probably has the best voice actor for her. The third game has the worst, which is sad because the second game doesn't have her nearly as much as the third game. I wonder, can I just get
Greg
this?
Phillips.
I can't. Okay. Marketing specialist. Shelley Ashtamoi. Molly Smith, director of public relations. Public relations coordinator, Tina
Michael
Castellino.
Blackledge? That sounds like a Sherlock
name, yeah.
Holmes villain.
Michael Blackledge. Oh.
That's a really good name.
Q&A assistant lead analysis, Steve Gonzalez. Michael
Rick
Wilson.
Stepp. Hi
Gavin
there, I'm
Laws.
Ricky Stepp.
Larry Villages. John Vihicket. Edward Toomey.
Edward to me. Yes, man.
Self-destruct in 5, 4, 3. They had to reuse the goddamn animation for the hippo one last time.
I hate to tell you this, Sly, but the Phoebius Raccoonus isn't fully restored. You're gonna have to go back and unlock all the vaults to find the pages you're missing. There is some good news, though. A friend of mine in Japan just sent me this really cool movie. And guess what? It's all about us.
This is the closest they get to an actual movie in this series.
いやー危なかったまカルマリータちゃんには悪いけど今回も俺様たちの勝ちだこのデータファイルがあれば父ちゃんの敵が撃てるあれはまだ俺が子供の頃だよく父ちゃんの膝の上で遊んでたっけ
Isn't that just the intro, but with
Yeah.
Japanese overlay?
With anime overlay.
ラクーナの現象その洗練を極めた忍びの技だがそこには必ず守らなければいけない厳しい掟があった貴族たる者名誉にかけて狙うは悪党のみ善人からは奪わない
I like that green raccoon.
俺様が秘伝書を受け継ぐ
It reminds me of one of the raccoons from Happy Tree Friends.
奴らは俺を守ろう
Oh,
とした
that's
父
fair.
ちゃんをそしてとうとう見つけ出してしまったんだ大切なラクーナの秘伝書を
Why would they keep it in just a regular safe behind a picture?
So the family has an island with a massive vault on it with their logo just to tell you how bad they are hiding things.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be that it's a red herring. A giant vault with their logo is a red herring.
No, they literally just have that.
Jesus Christ.
I can show you if you want. It's the opening cutscene of the third game.
Nah. I think after a couple months we'll probably play the second game. I could be the one to play it.
Yeah, that could be fun. Alright, now we go back to...
Japan.
Yeah, China.
Oh, China.
Don't get them mixed up, Silver. That's a little sussy.
I was thinking about Japan because we just watched a fucking video.
An anime, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so we just gotta get to the end of this stage really quick.
Yeah. I believe in you.
I believe in you who believes in me, who believes in everybody.
I believe in one thing only. That is Pepsi.
I believe in the cold hard American truth. Cash. Lots of it.
What we need is more money.
Okay. Did you ever see the Kingsmen, the Golden Circle?
Nope. I only watched the first Kingsman.
Okay. The first one's probably the best. Anyway, the bad guy, or at least one of the bad guys of the second movie, is an American agent with a lasso who hates drug users because one of them murdered somebody he loves. Anyway,
yes,
he gets thrown into a meat grinder, which I find completely unnecessary.
Yeah, that's not even an ironic like you want to see villains being killed in ironic ways, like usually at the hands of their own devices. Like in the first Kingsman, when they just activated all the brain chips to kill all of the evil organization.
The movie really is weird because it's like it can't decide if it's anti-drug or pro-drug. Because like all the heroic characters do drugs, but at the same time, they're all stupid as heck for doing it because they've already been told by that point in the story that the drugs are laced with poison. So they're basically taking poison
Yeah,
knowingly. Like they're not
it's
already addicted. They start doing the drugs knowing they're poisoned.
it's probably one of those. It sounds like it's one of those movies that wants to sound like it has a message without actually saying anything. Oh God, what was that one? There was another movie that did that really, really badly with getting its message completely
Wonder
fucked
Woman.
up. Well, no. I mean, yes, but not that one. It was one that couldn't decide.
All
I
right,
think
we're
it was
about to
about
find out what the final power up is.
all right. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3.
Lucky for you, I burst in chaos theory. Otherwise, this code would have been unsolvable. Input 932.
Oh,
You
they should
never
have
got
made the
what you
last.
want.
They should have made the last one 1, 2, 3.
Who knows?
Amazing! Colonel Reed Cooper's time stopper technique. Press the triangle button and execute a flashbang that will stun all guards in the world for a few seconds. I can see how this might be useful and entertaining too.
How useful, considering I get it at the end of the game.
And
Yeah.
at long last, the Thievius Raccoonus restored to its original state. The first time I held the whole thing under my arm since I was 8 years old. The same weight that all my ancestors had felt beneath their arms as they had passed it on. Although, while other
Oh, he's
family members
avataring
were
it up.
thieves, they all inherited
Yeah.
it. I got a chance to earn it.
It's an avatar
I had
cycle.
taken
That was the
down
twist,
Thievius
Silver.
Drive, having used the moves
Yeah.
my ancestors taught me, and become a master thief along the way. The time had come for me to chronicle my own adventures into the great book.
I love that every time a new Tumblr sexy man is introduced, they draw the avatar line with the
It'll be fun.
different characters with the different Tumblr sexy men
Yeah, fair enough.
because there is currently a new Tumblr sexy man in the year 2023 of our Lord.
Okay, let's do our wrap up.
All right, thank you everybody for watching. This was the finale of Sly Cooper.
What did you think, Silver?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, the lighting had its issues. There's definitely a lot of improvements to be made, which you said are fixed in later installments. So
They changed the
Uh,
gameplay drastically. It's more heist focused in an open world rather than like linear levels.
yeah, I think linear levels for a heist could be good, but this wasn't really a heist.
Yeah, it's very stock standard platformer with some stealth elements.
Yeah, I think for what it is, it's serviceable enough. But I'm gonna wager a guess that the sequels are way better.
They are significantly improved.
Yeah,
That
That's
was
not a
my
bad-
that was my alarm for myself as a reminder.
yeah, that's not a bad thing. Like this was the first in a series. It was still, it was probably still trying to find its footing. Because if you remember, Zelda and Mario both had a couple weird installments in the early uh, phase before they found their footing. All right. So there's other stuff on the channel.
Yes, you've got the world of tapeworms.
Now, try beating
What?
all the Master Thief sprints to unlock the
God,
Designer's
no.
commentary.
No, fuck
To
no.
unlock them all, I've got a special behind-the-scenes movie to show you.
That's gonna be a nope.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's gonna be a no, Bentley.
yeah. So we are playing Mario 3D World.
Yep, that'll be filmed tomorrow, but it'll be coming up before this video.
Yeah, like 2 days ago. By the time this goes up.
Yep.
Uh, there is also Oracle of Ages being played by our friend Biddy. There is Tabletop Thursdays, where every Thursday Biddy, Chalkfee, and I play Tabletop Simulator. And then there's a couple tabletop RPGs going on. One of which is System Wasteland. It's a homebrew system it's a homebrew system made by our friend Chalkfee, and it's about a bunch of aliens turning the world into a JRPG. Also on the channel is a D&D 5e campaign that homebrew campaign that I'm running called World of Tapir. The players are pirates, and they're currently stuck in a time loop. So, comment challenge of the day. What's your favorite Shaolin Showdown episode?
Now, what's your favorite heist?
Oh,
Real world or
did that.
fictional?
Oh, Real World. Okay. Real World. I'm gonna say the original Mona Lisa heist.
Really, that sounds fantastic.
Oh, it wasn't. What it was just some guy came and was like, "Oh, hey, I am scheduled to have this as an art reference," and they're like, "Okay," and they gave it to him, and he just walked off and didn't didn't return it. Because
well,
back then, people like artists could just outright rent uh, art pieces from museums and to study, and so yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So the guy just grabbed the Mona Lisa and just walked right out, and it was like, oh no, I'm getting it confused. What it was the guy just was like the guy just walked in, grabbed it, and then left. And it was an artist who had scheduled a time with it, came to pick it up, and they're like, "Oh, I guess it's still out." And like, "All right, I'll return the next day," and it still wasn't there. Like, okay, that's the weird. And either way, just look up the original Mona Lisa heist. That's why the painting got famous in the first place.
One of my favorite heists is Tommy Wiseau's famous heist of that airplane.
Uh,
DB Cooper.
yeah,
the old Tommy Wiseau is DB Cooper joke. Haha, very
yeah.
funny.
The Swedish art heist is also a good one.
That it is funny. I especially love
I like
internet
the internet
historians.
historian one.
Of course.
It's
Another one I like is
it's so smart. It's such a good heist until the fact that you realize they use their own personal phone number when renting the trailer.
and like everything else was like Ocean's 11 shit.
Yeah, all this
It's
Ocean's 11 bullshit, and only for them to use their real phone number.
another one I like is the video on Stede Bonnet. That's a good one.
Oh, I love Stede Bonnet, the Gentleman Pirate.
Yes, that is hilarious.
Internet Historian is so fucking funny. Go watch Internet Historian if you'd never heard of him. How the fuck?
In fact, stop watching us. Start watching an historian, and then come
Yeah.
back to watch us. Finish this
In,
video. It's good
in
for
fact,
engagement.
In fact, I'm gonna go watch Internet Historian. So, with that out of the way, there's all I have to say about it. Good night, everybody.
Good night, every thief.